This is the coolest thing Batman does. He steps off the tallest building in the city, snaps the cape rigid, and glides silently across Gotham like it's the most natural thing in the world. It is also the first thing on this list that kills him. 4 physics students actually ran the numbers, and he hits the street at 50 miles an hour. That's a car crash. Hold that thought, because here is what makes Batman different from everyone else we put through this. He has no powers, no serum, no spider bite, no alien sun. Just money, training, and the exact same skeleton as everyone else, wrapped in body armor. So over the next 10 minutes, we're going to run the real physics on every level and find out exactly when a normal body quits. And then, at level 9, what actually kills him. Spoiler, it isn't the Joker. No respawns, just a man, a calendar, and the laws of physics quietly keeping score. Level 1, the Cowl. You drop into a room of 10 men and start throwing elbows. You take a few back, a pipe, a fist, a boot to the head, and the mask just shrugs them off. You don't even slow down. The cowl armors the outside of your skull. It does nothing for the brain floating inside it. A clean shot to the head whips that brain through somewhere around 100 gems of acceleration, right where concussions live, and the rotation shears the wiring on top of the bruise. No mask stops that. Nothing you can wear does. Verdict: survivable. But you are concussed in the first fight. Hold on to that, because there is a fight every night, and we'll come back to that bill at level 9. Level 2, the glass. The dramatic entrance: you crash down through a skylight in a shower of glass, land in a crouch, untouched, while the shards rain harmlessly around you. Plate glass does not politely part around a hero. It breaks into blades, and they go into vessels, tendons, the occasional artery. A bad one opens something that bleeds more than a liter a minute out of the 5 liters you own. Verdict: survivable usually, if you're lucky about what the glass found on the way through. The entrance looks clean on screen. Underneath the cape, you're already leaking. Level 3, the armor. Gunfire. You walk straight into it. The suit eats the rounds, and you keep advancing like it's a stiff breeze. The plate stops the bullet, not the energy. Every round it catches still dents inward into your chest, and a rib has a 50% chance of cracking at just 23 millimeters of that dent, while stopped rounds routinely hit 35 to 40. So the suit trades a hole for a sledgehammer, cracked ribs, bruised lungs, and it stops at your collar. The cowl leaves your jaw and your throat bare. Verdict: the armor saves your life and breaks your ribs, and 1 round high leaves the armor out of the conversation entirely. Short level. We have worse. Level 4, the grapnel. You fire the grapple gun at a ledge, and it rips you off the ground and up into the dark in one smooth pull. Here's the part nobody films. A parachute harness with torso straps and shoulder straps and the whole rig holding you together is rated to about 12 G before injuries start showing up. Batman is not wearing a harness, he is wearing a belt. A hard yank from the waist, with nothing holding your torso, loads the whole jolt onto your lower spine and tries to leave your shoulders behind. The gadget that saves you from the fall is compressing your spine on the way up. Verdict: survivable once. Do it every night and your back keeps its own tally. Level 5, the Batpod. You take the bike into traffic at speed, lean it flat under a moving truck, fishtail through gunfire, and ride out the far side without a scratch. Per mile traveled, a motorcyclist is about 28 times more likely to die than someone in a car. No frame, no seatbelt, no airbag. The bike hit something, and you keep going at whatever speed the bike was doing. A real helmet cuts your odds of dying by about a third. The cowl is not a helmet. Verdict: this is the single least protected way you travel. Every ride is a coin you flip with the road, and the road is undefeated. Level 6, the glide. the signature move, the one from the cold open. You step off the skyscraper, the cape goes rigid, and you glide across the city, silent and in control, the coolest silhouette in comics. 4 physics students at Leicester actually did the math on this one. Your cape spans about 4.5 meters, roughly half the wing of a hang glider. Off a tall building, you'd cover real distance, but your speed climbs towards 70 miles an hour and settles around 50 by the time you reach the street. No flare, no runway, no landing gear. You arrive at 50 miles an hour. That is a car hitting you, except you are also the car. Verdict: the coolest thing on this entire list is the most reliably lethal. The cape doesn't let you fly, it just decides how fast you land. Level 7. The fall. No cape, no time, you just go off the edge. Off a roof, a balcony, a tower, straight down onto a Gotham street. You hit, roll once, and walk it off like a missed step. Here's the number that runs this whole genre. The fall that kills about half the people who take it is roughly 4 stories. Onto concrete, because concrete gives your body no distance to slow down. 7 stories is 90% fatal. Gotham is nothing but concrete, and you go off things taller than that all night long. Verdict: any single one of these is a coin flip with the pavement. You take them like you're stepping off a curb. Level 8. The back break. Bane lifts you over his head and brings your spine down across his knee. Then the movie drops you in a hole in the ground, and 5 months later, you climb out, fixed, and get back to work. A spine surgeon looked at this scene. Bent backward over a knee, your spine hyperextends, facet fractures, torn discs, a genuinely real injury. That part is fair. The lie is the recovery. A vertebra you can see pushing against the skin means months in intensive care and a serious chance you never walk right again. It is not a stint in a pit, a bit of rope traction from a cellmate, and a training montage of pull-ups. Verdict: the break is believable. The comeback is the fantasy. In the honest version, Gotham gets a Batman in a wheelchair. Level 9. The calendar. This is the one that actually gets him, and it isn't a villain. It's the schedule. Batman has one rule: he does not kill, which means it never ends. Every night, another room of men, another dozen hits to the same head from level 1. Doctors have a name for what that does, borrowed from boxing: punch drunk. Dementia pugilistica. It is not about the knockouts, it's about the count. Thousands of small blows that nobody bothers to tally. You never see this version because the movies always stop while he's still winning. Keep the camera rolling and Bruce Wayne doesn't get murdered. He forgets. The hands go first, then the moods, then the memory, and by his mid-30s, the richest man in Gotham is losing himself one patrol at a time. John Wick bled out in a single night. Batman takes years. Verdict: the cape doesn't kill him, the calendar does. So that's every level of Batman. Concussed in the first fight. Bleeding under the cape by level 2. Ribs gone by level 3. And finished, in the end, not by any villain, but by his own best quality. He never stops. The man has no powers, and the one he'd actually need isn't strength, or speed, or money. It's a body that heals between nights, which no human has. If you think you'd last past level 1, the Cowl is doing a lot of work on your self-image. Subscribe, and next time we'll find out exactly how dead you'd be inside another movie you love. Physics, it turns out, still does not care how cool you looked doing it.